Hello and welcome to episode 2 of what we're calling Drowned Nightmare Mode here in Timberborn. Last episode we started our adventure in this unholy place where it only fills up with water and can exit either here in this tiny channel or through some, I don't know what the correct word would be for it, but we're going to call them negative water sources. These three suck up at a rate of -1, and so do these three, but all of our water sources that actually emit water are up here, and there are more than 6 of them. I think there's 9. Math is kind of hard. Could be 8, could be 9. But what we've been doing is, at the start of every cycle, I roll a 6-sided die and increase the output power of each of these by whatever the number on the side was in decimals. So these are all now 1.1, which means we are well on our way to increasing the flow of water to the point where this is no longer enough of a gap to get water out, which is going to end up meaning that this entire map will flood and we will not survive unless we take some sort of action very, very quickly to the contrary. So let's pause again, talk about what we're going to do in today's episode to try and make sure that we continue to have episodes to record. All right, so first off, this area right down here is currently flooded, and it will not be unflooded until we either blow up more holes in the map for water to escape, or we start pumping water out. So this is all lost. All these crops have already they've already drowned and been killed by all the floodwaters. So all we have to work with in terms of growing and growing trees, growing food and stuff is this island that we already have a path to, which is good. This island here, this over here, and then of course everything up here at the top. But we're not there yet. We can't get there until we build something up the side of the cliff. And at the beginning of cycle 3, whenever that is, we're going to roll that die again, and we're going to find out just how bad we're going to have it for the next cycle, because that, of course, is going to determine how much we raise the water output of all of our sources. So we really don't have any time to waste, hence why I have paused the video. But here's what I'm thinking for today's video. Let's go ahead and move our forester. We're going to obviously leave the trees that have been planted here. We're going to move the forester over here to this island, use this to grow trees, and then come back over here and build a staircase. We already have underwater here. We have this bridge, and we're going to kind of connect this up. We're going to build up this wall right here, shortest possible path, more or less, and start doing industrial stuff up here. And if we can get up there, then that means even if this floods down here, then we'll be fine. All we have to do is just move our district center up there or build a second one, and we'll be okay. But we do have to have a path getting up there, which is going to take a little while, I think. Depends on how good of a time we have with our builders and making all of the planks, because we're going to have to build a bunch of platforms and stairs, and we can't use the ladders because we don't have enough science to unlock them. And right now we don't have enough beavers to even think about putting any in the science huts or anything like that. So there's a couple things we really, really need to be careful of. First is food. We have 30 berries left. We really don't want our beavers to eat the berries because we have to use the berries to grow more beavers because we're playing the Iron Teeth. So what we're going to have to do very fast is make sure that we have food production figured out. Let's prioritize our grill. And we're going to go ahead and start planting some more stuff. Carrots, because they're extremely fast growing. Very easy to go ahead and plant. And we'll put in some potatoes as well, because those are going to be pretty much guaranteed idiot-proof crops. This guy can just do his thing. Start harvesting some potatoes. We'll go ahead and set that. Make sure somebody comes in here to the grill. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of our workers in the district center. And this one's already been fine. I guess before we get rid of this, we should plant some more blueberries over here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and plant all of this as blueberries. I will have to do a little bit of juggling in terms of jobs here. Go ahead and I guess we could just leave this here. But we'll pause it because, well, he can't do anything right now. And that's probably all we should do while the game is paused. I don't want to metagame too hard and do everything until I can hit the play button. So let's go ahead and unpause, play the game. I need to make sure this guy harvests potatoes immediately. And we start grilling, because as soon as the beavers eat all of these berries, then it's over for reproduction until these grow. And these bushes aren't even fully grown yet. It's going to take another 12 days after they finish growing to even produce any berries. So we really, really want to make sure the beavers don't eat these. Fortunately, they won't get to them until they blast through everything else that's there. So we will do our best to make sure that everything is taken care of to where they're not even going to want to think about it. So since we're already over here, let's go ahead and start setting up our, gotta have to click on that, our pathway up here. We do have single and double platforms in place. So we'll just go ahead and use those to our advantage. Just put some nice stairs all the way up here. And I think all we have to do is get rid of these 2 trees without having to worry about waiting for anyone to cut anything down. And then we'll be good. They can take care of that. And then we'll have another staircase up here. And that should get us all the way up to the top with plenty of room left to start building up here. Obviously, the goal is to harvest wood and start processing it, because we need to make dynamite so we can increase the flow out of our little exit channel here. Ideally as soon as possible. But to get to dynamite, we have to have, first off, research the explosives factory, which requires planks, which we can already make, gears, which we cannot currently make, and metal blocks, which are going to be a very long way away. Because, if you haven't noticed, we have to get over there, which is, well, strictly speaking, not hard. It's just going to take a lot of time, because we have other stuff we need to do, and we only have 11 beavers, 10 of whom are adults. And, of course, there's some over there. And then way down here we have this, but we can't build the mine yet because, well, 1, this is flooded. We would have to wall this off and pump everything out. And 2, to make the mine, you have to research it, which is 4,000 science. And it takes the treated planks as well, which we cannot do and will not be able to do for a very long time if we even get there at all. So, let's just make sure that our guy is... I'm just going to say he needs to be planting right now. This guy needs to plant the rest of these bushes here. As soon as he's done planting bushes, then we'll go ahead and move the forester somewhere else. We can get rid of that lumberjack flag. It will not be unflooded for a very long time. Is he planting, or is he just kind of standing there? Yeah, me too, dude. So I guess they're just kind of bored, just chilling with their buds outside, underneath a no loitering sign. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's go ahead and find a good spot over here for our forester. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of juggling different jobs, because we do only have 10 eligible working adults, and there are other needs they have to attend to. So let's try and see if there's a spot. Oh, ow, wow, this can actually reach almost this entire thing. If I put this on the other side, no, that actually has less range. All right. Nowhere does it let me put this unless I go in the middle of the thing. For the sake of being closer to everything, let's just put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and pre-plant, not dandelions, a bunch of birches right here, because they grow fast. We'll do some pines. Again, I'm not worried about stuff looking nice. I'm really not. That is just so far beyond my level of caring at this point, because we're trying to survive. And that's just the way things go. Alright, so now that's all marked for cutting. We don't have to worry about that. We already have our lumberjack flag that can do, well, most of this actually, kind of surprisingly. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, there's logs here? We don't need a guy working there anyway, so we'll get rid of that because there's nothing else to cut right now, except these chestnut trees that we actually probably could use cutting, but we don't need somebody cutting right now because we have construction to do, and we theoretically should be in pretty good shape shortly because we have these trees growing here. It'll be a shorter destination to come over here and take care of stuff. So let's do a quick job survey. We do need the lumber mill and the power wheel to operate because we have to have... Oh, I don't even want to think how many planks. It's probably close to 50, 60 to build all this, at least. It might actually be closer to 100. Yeah, because we have stairs here. We have another lumberjack flag to get to all of these guys. Because remember, the lumberjack flag cannot be underwater. Even though the trees can. You can cut underwater. You just can't have a building that's flooded. So that's going to be important. This guy planting is good. We have grilled potatoes. We have carrots. Our berries are being used, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead, since we're already here, and I know we're going to need it. I'm going to put another breeding pod in. Because, well, we just need to have some backup. And these berry bushes should, well, in another 11.9 days, I guess, get us some blueberries. And having these all planted will be nice to take care of all of our other needs. This guy's complaining that there's nothing to cut. My guy, oh, okay. There's stairs that he's currently waiting on. I'm going to prioritize the demolition of those trees and then make this stairs the #1 priority. Because we have to, absolutely have to get up there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Although getting the forester done is also important, so I'm going to stick that up in the maximum priority as well. The rest of the stuff, it's not so crucial, but it's definitely going to be a bad time if that doesn't happen. Good news is, oh, we still have chestnuts, really? All right. Well, start grilling some chestnuts because you definitely have some chestnuts to grill. And that is storage for logs. This is storage for grilled potatoes and berries. Okay. So I guess the grilled chestnuts will just stay in the grill and beavers will come eat them. Probably is how that's going to work. This guy does not need to be working at that lumberjack flag right now because, well, stuff is not super important at the moment. We have plenty of other needs to attend to. Nope. You can start building. We do not need you here in the inventor. I am sorry. Well, I'm not that sorry. This guy is finished, so we're going to get rid of the forester. We're going to use this for farming food because this is closer to the actual district center. We're just going to keep whatever we've already planted. This counts as food. These trees will not be replanted once they are cut. And we're going to have them come over here to start building the forester and farm trees. We'll do some more storage once we actually have logs to take care of over there. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good on food now. Remember, we have a very small population, so this is actually a ton of food. Each beaver will consume 2 units of food per day. We have 91 units. Take away the 30 for the berries. We have 60 units, which means we have approximately 6 days worth of food, and we are continuously growing, harvesting, and preparing food. So I think things are going pretty well. We've already demolished these 2 trees, which means we can attach this firmly. And they should now start building those things. They might have already done some work on... No? Really? Okay. I guess they just started building the lumberjack flag because that was an easy thing to do. There are logs chilling over here. That's looking good. This guy... He should be able to harvest some wood. Where's he going? He's just... Oh, okay. It's nighttime and he can chill and they don't have anywhere to sleep yet, so I guess I can't be too mad about that. Got plenty of food. Did we run out of chestnuts? We sure did, so that means now this is grilled potato time. So we should have... Okay, we got carrots there. We've planted everything. Let's focus on harvesting. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, we haven't technically planted everything. But we do have some potatoes that can be harvested, which means we can have some potatoes grilled. I always want to call these baked potatoes, but that's not what the game calls them, so that's not what we'll call them. What are they building first? These platforms? Yeah, it looks like it. Well, that's fine. We have to build them eventually anyway. And how close are we to... Okay, good. Where's our little beaver baby? 73% of the way to adulthood. Alright, and I imagine we're probably going to have at least 1 or 2 die of old age pretty soon. It's always so funny to me how they're complaining about being thirsty while they're swimming in water. It's the same water we're pumping out for you to drink. It doesn't get purified or anything, so just open your mouth and swallow. You'll be alright. We drank from the hose outside, we survived. And you can drink from the water you swim in. Just, if it's yellow, maybe don't do that. I actually don't know if beaver pee is yellow. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Let's see. I don't think I want to boost this over the stairs, but we definitely need to get some more trees planted, so maybe we might want to. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. So we have three job vacancies. I'm assuming that's going to be these inventors. Yep, and rightfully so. These 2 things are paused. This guy should be... you should be lumberjacking. You're just sitting there. Why? There are trees to be cut down. Are they not marked? Are you serious? Okay, this whole time I was complaining about them not wanting to do anything, and I hadn't even marked the trees for... Wow. Oh, no. Okay, well, now we can at least do that. Wow, we wasted some pretty valuable time taking care of that. That is what they call in the chess world a blunder. I'm not good at chess. Please don't ask me to play chess. Okay, alright. So I'm just going to make the platforms priority and the stairs lower priority because we do probably have... Actually, we might not right now. We might not have the materials to make any more planks. But have we started doing this yet? I guess not. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna cave and set these as regular priority and have them come over here and start doing this. Because we just had another beaver die of old age. We really cannot afford to wait. Okay, we still have 30 berries. That's good. How did we have... I thought we had 29. How do we have another berry? Well, I guess now we have a cause for concern then, don't we? Fortunately, we have at least another 11 days before we have to worry about rolling another die to increase our water flow. So if in the next 11 days we can at least start growing some trees and finish the construction of our little staircase here, then I think I'll feel a whole lot better about what's going on. And we'll see how that goes. These guys, okay, 95%, he's going to grow up pretty soon. Okay, so working on a pump, working on a farm, working in the lumber mill, working on the grill, working in the power wheel. Does that actually show their individual well-being? I don't need to rename them. I just wanted to, yeah. Yeah, they're all complaining about no shelter. I don't have the wood to make a shelter. I'm sorry. I wish I could. But it's not meant to be. Alright, my guy. I need somebody to go work in the lumberjack flag. So I'm going to send... Yep, there we go. So we got to get these guys chopping logs. Because we definitely need a whole lot more going on. So we're just growing right now. So that's fine. We still have plenty of these. Okay, maybe not. Everybody ate it once. Potatoes, potatoes. 40-something%. Okay. Well, as long as we have at least carrots to eat without getting into these berries, we should be okay. Because even the earliest plantings of these berries are still... what? 8, 9 days away from becoming actual berries we can use. Don't get too comfortable, folks. We just need 2 planks and 6 logs. We'll get this up and running. I was really hoping this wouldn't take so long. But it does appear that the blunder of not even having these set to be cut was quite a lot. Quite a lot to overcome. There's no reason anyone should be in an adventure right now. I promise you there's other stuff you can and should be doing. Yeah, like building stuff, or cutting down trees, or transporting logs and planks to a construction site, or going to cut down random trees all the way across the map when we have ones over here that are closer. Well, I mean, these are chestnut trees, so they do have more logs. I guess I can't get too upset about that. But it is what it is. At the very least, this is going to be finished soon, and then we can permanently allocate 1 beaver here to be planting trees, at least until all the trees are planted, that is. As soon as we get that other plank, then we'll be in good shape to continue over here. They'll start building all of this stuff, hopefully. Looks like they're actually doing some of that now, which is nice. We just need more beavers, man. We're not in a fantastic spot in terms of population, but we're going to be okay. We're not overbuilding. We are attempting to just get something done rather quickly, and it's too bad there's not more that we can do in the meantime. It just ends up that we can't go off and take train rides or anything, because this is still a very new playthrough, and we're currently focused on survival mode. Once we can get kind of established up here, it's really not going to matter, except for the sake of the challenge. Trying to grow things before we have irrigation up here is going to be a little bit difficult until we can get some of these trees cleared out, which we will do, and eventually we will have to have other districts up here, at least to get over to this area. I'm going to want to unlock ladders so we can get down here to our ruins, or to be honest, I might just build this way and see how much of a distance we can go, because right now this is still green. So if we manage to be able to get all the way over here, then I think we might stand a decent chance. But it's going to be, I guess, a breeding marathon as soon as we get up here. And don't forget, every single cycle, these water sources get more powerful. So there's going to come a time where this water just keeps creeping up and up and up, and will flood this area unless we have the ability to get this put out. And if we don't have ourselves completely established up here, by the time that happens, it's going to be bad. But don't worry, I'm not gonna chicken out and just have the whole playthrough happen up here on the top, because, well, what's the point in that? Then you just have a big fancy lake in the middle. No. This land in here is important. It has to actually be used. Plus the metals down here. So we actually want to use the metal. We have to be able to access it, which is going to be an interesting problem. But we got our guy Zolgene down here planting trees like his life depends on it, because spoiler alert, it kind of does. And hopefully these will grow nice and strong pretty quickly. Meanwhile, as soon as we can make our planks in our very, very slow fashion, we are over here doing so. Got plenty of water, plenty of food stored up. It's looking nice. We have our second breeding pod. Hopefully they can start supplying that pretty soon. These bushes should, well, hopefully not before too long, get us some more of these berries. That one's at 40%. 40%, okay. 41%. Alright, so we're getting there. It's still going to be a while. But we should have berries before the beginning of Cycle 3, which is going to be nice. How are we looking here? We got our 2. Yeah, we got 2 of those taken care of. Once they finish these stairs, I don't know why they have so many more materials in here when they're not prioritized. I guess maybe it's because it was closer. Might have been the only accessible construction site at one point. Once that goes in place, then I do think we're going to try and get over here for metal. I just don't know exactly what the timeline on that's going to be because, again, we have very limited resources in terms of beaver power and time, that is. How are we doing over here? Well, we do have some trees planted. Has our water level increased at all in the channel here? It might have. Wouldn't surprise me if that were the case. So we'll just have to do our best. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we just need planks. I can't really send anyone else to do anything else because everything that's going on is pretty important. Especially food. In fact, I kind of have half a mind to just put somebody else in the farmhouse and take them away from building because we really need to get more food. Really need to get more food. Well, at least this one is breeding correctly. This one is still missing a couple of materials. Hopefully it's fine. I guess we can go ahead and put on turbo speed because there's almost nothing else we can do at this exact moment. Because I have to focus our resources on building up. Why did they do this? And not just build this one first? Huh. Okay, well, we're almost there. We just need another platform, another one set of stairs, and I guess technically we're there then. You know what? I'm going to move that one to be... Yeah, we'll just do that. That way we can still access all of this here. Eventually we're going to probably need every last inch of this space. Let's see, take a look at this again. Come on, turn the... Okay. I do feel like this water level has gone up, which is not promising. I'll tell you that much. Do I have enough to unlock the gear workshop? I can't really start making gears yet, but we're gonna get to that point, I can assure you, quickly. So we need to make gears so we can make, well, everything else. Because we need gears to make the paper mill, we need the paper mill to make the dynamite, and the dynamite needs to be made from, of course, paper. And the explosives factory to make the dynamite has to have planks and gears and metal blocks. Boy, this is going to be, it's going to be something, folks. I can't tell you if it's going to be something good or something bad, but it will be something. It will definitively be something. The good news is there's a lot of volume of space for the water to have to occupy before it starts flooding this island. And, well, at least before the next cycle, we shouldn't have any problems with it. If we get very unlucky and roll a 6 on our die at the start of cycle 3, then it's going to be rough. Might be curtains for us here. But hey, we can come all the way up here now, which is fantastic. And I'm actually going to move our operations up here in terms of the power situation. Alright, let's put our power wheel. I wish I could make engines, but we don't have the metal yet. Alright, so this is gonna go. Let's actually put that on this side. Then we're gonna end up moving this upstairs so we don't lose access to it if and when it floods. So right now, I guess based on how this is going, that's going to be born soon-ish. That's not too far behind. Do we have our... Yes, I'm going to unpause this lumberjack flag. I'm going to remove this one because all these trees are cut down. I guess I can remove all of these. No, that's the wrong height. Remove all of those as cuttable trees. And plantable trees because, well, they're not... I didn't want that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. They're not going to rip up the bushes anyway. But I will, just because I can, put that back out of paranoia. So now I have all this space to plant some more stuff. We're going to move, again, the lumber mill and everything. Actually, the lumber mill's already done. Oh, they need 25 planks for the gear workshop. Well, I guess we can keep making planks. But they are going to start putting logs in over here. Maybe not. Are we actually that far ahead with the gear workshop? Wow, alright. Well, color me surprised. Yeah, this is, actually, oh, no. Can we zoom in far enough to see the water rising at all? It actually doesn't look like it's rising here. I'm just not sure. I don't think it's enough of a threat right now for us to have to worry about it. We should start to have some sort of berries soon, right? 82%, 83%, alright. Okay, so how are we looking here? 21 out of 25 planks, 8 out of 40 logs, 12 out of 40, 21 out of 25. Yeah, we're going to let them finish building the gear workshop, then I'm going to demolish both of these, and they can use the materials to finish Power Wheel, and then hopefully we can start making our way over there to get some metal. I don't have the resources to research the ladder yet, and we're going to have to save our science anyway to try and unlock all of this stuff, because we are going to have to unlock also the scavenger flag. Don't forget, we can't even get there until we have 250 science to unlock that. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Okay, so that's built. Bye-bye. That can go and be gone. The grill, I guess we don't need to move it right now. We do have access to plant some other stuff here, so I'm just gonna find out where my boundaries are here. Establishing boundaries is very important in relationships and when determining where you're going to put things down in Timberborn. Oh boy. Alright. I'm going to put this here. Yeah. So I think what we'll end up doing, we're going to have a couple more beavers in a second. I'm going to want to put down a couple more inventors, which is why I put that there in that space. And then we're going to figure out what else we want to grow down here. Trees planted, actually looking good. Is this guy... Okay, he's starving. Well, he can go eat a Snickers. He'll be alright. I'm going to start planting maples down here. Hopefully this doesn't flood before these grow. That would be very unfortunate. But I do think we're going to be okay. Hopefully. Man, I know the super easy way to just win this instantly is if we had access to these deep mechanical pumps. Just kind of build ourselves a little structure to just pump it over the side, but we're not there yet, and I don't know that we will be. But we have, yes, they just keep dying of old age. I hate it when that happens. They're not living very long because we don't have any shelter, because we've been trying our best to, well, not die. So I think what we're going to want to do... oh, that only takes 40? Alright, that's fine. I'm just going to put a barracks right here. Just so they have somewhere to sleep. We are going to slowly start migrating essential services up here. we're going to want... I always want to build the water storage from there. Just put this up here. There we go. Yeah, we'll just have the lumber mill kind of be a priority there. But if we can at least move food storage out of here, we can always restart a farm. But if we lose access to the storage, then that's bad news. And this has actually started creeping up very slowly, which is not great. But at the very least, we are up here now, so if we have to, we can just kind of start moving stuff, and it's not the end of the world. Now, in terms of warehouses, I think it's probably about time we start actually building warehouses with the intent to fill them with things that we have to survive. Let's see, this one is probably going to end up having to be berries. This one's going to be carrots. This one's going to be grilled potatoes. It's going to take him 800 years to start actually finishing those. So that's unfortunate. We do have all these wonderful trees up here that we are now going to begin cutting down. Actually, let's check our range from the district center. Okay, we're so good. We have plenty of space here. Let's just stick... well, I guess for right now this is fine. Okay. Logs. This is already empty, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. We can harvest some of that storage. Large piles, only 12 logs? Okay. Say no more. We'll just stick one of those up here. I know we're kind of just building a whole lot right now, but that's fine. We'll get it eventually. And these trees, even if they do get flooded and die, will still be able to be harvested, even if it's completely underwater. This is just kind of an insurance thing here to get all these planted and hopefully growing before, well, everything else starts going wrong. Now we're dying of old age. We really need to get these barracks done so our well-being gets a whole lot better. Why are we so thirsty? We don't have anybody in the water pump. All right. Well, let's fix that immediately so nobody dies of thirst, please. For the love of God, where are you? Why did you get picked to run this? All right, everybody come get some. Come get some water. Nobody's allowed to die of dehydration. Oh, we have a homeless beaver. Well, them's the breaks, kid. Is that really the kid that's homeless? It must be. Well, it happens. Okay, good. We have berries. Let's unpause. See, I don't have enough beavers. I'm gonna go down to 1 in the district center. Unpause the gather flag so they can start, well, gathering. Let's plant focus. I don't have enough to give anybody else really a break at all, do I? Okay. What are we building now? It should be, yeah, the water tank. That's good. Let's go ahead. Can they actually get down here? Yes. Let's go ahead and get rid of that water pump. We can start collecting the logs, and I'm going to build another one up here. Yeah, let's do that, because they can suction out of that thing all day. That's fine. Because slowly migrating all of the sleep and eat and drink needs up to this spot. Keeping this, I'm going to keep the district center here, obviously, because it's, well, it's not completely centrally located, but it does allow us to have access to all of this. Of course, if it floods, we will have to move it. But I'm hoping that is not the case. We are getting very, very close to the end of cycle 2 here. And I am tempted to try and keep this one cycle per video, depending on how long they frequently end up being. But we're only at about 40 minutes right now. Still a good length for a video, but I think diving into at least the very beginning of the next cycle and figuring out exactly what our fate is here with the water blocks is it's all good fun. It could be coming up next, could be coming up after 28 full days. We just simply do not know. Well, at least these guys can go to sleep. How are we out of food? No, we should not be out of food. That's actually a problem. All right, so what can we really not harvest any of this right now? That's a problem. Okay, here's 8. All right, so I'm actually going to pause this completely right now because I don't want them to eat the berries. I want to wait until the carrots get harvested because they'll eat those first. We can save the berries for our little ones here. Fortunately, I think this one probably is going to need to be refilled. This one might still be okay. It is full, and it is about what? It's about 85%. Seems to be okay. Day 26, or what? Are we going to get a day 27, or is it going to be cycle 3? Okay, this guy has almost planted everything. These trees are growing. Okay. As soon as he finishes planting, I'm going to pause this guy and have somebody start cutting stuff. Oh, good. We got a day 27. All right. That is looking, well, it's looking better, I will say. Okay, are we cutting down trees up here? No, we're not, because we have trees down here we can be cutting. I don't have any extra beavers to do any scientific research, but, you know, that's okay, because now that we're up here, we did buy ourselves a whole lot of time. Just maybe not enough time. We'll see. It is very slowly creeping up. I think it might have been down here a couple minutes ago. But we will see. We will find out just how rough things are going to be here. What is it building now? Are they still trying to build this? Okay, now we're complaining about hunger. Okay. Okay, you're not hungry enough to die yet. Let's get these carrots, my man. Come on. All right, give me a day 28. Give me a day 28. Yes. Okay. One more day. One more day, and we are going to be thankful for it. We are going to be thankful for it indeed. So now they can start harvesting the carrots. That is looking, hopefully, a little better here. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop that for a second. Let's get all hands on deck in the farmhouse. And I'm actually gonna unpause the inventor to see if anyone wants to take that one up real quick. Not likely. Do we even have any potatoes? No. I wish there was a way for them to just not go in here if it didn't detect any potatoes stored. So, you know what? No. I'll just pause it. As soon as we start having potatoes harvested, we can deal with that. Alright, so here's the thing. It is now the end of day 28. We will get cycle 3 here in just a second. Alright, so let's pause. Take stock where we're at. We have successfully put some barracks up here. We have started moving production up here. We have a lumberjack flag. We have some trees to cut. We have a water source. Well, I'm going to put another deep water pump down here anyway, because why would you not suck it out of the giant thing in the bottom? And we have a tree farm that has, at the very least, grown some trees that can be cut in an emergency. Fortunately, we have a lot of trees up here that are going to give us quite a lot of wood, because these are maples. So we're doing well. Is this going to be flooded in the next episode? Almost certainly, depending on the outcome of the roll we're about to do. But all things considered, I think it's about as well as we could have expected this to go. Now, these guys do need berries, which means we are going to have to unpause the Gatherer flag pretty soon. But we really need to get these guys harvesting the carrots, which is why I did hire the second beaver here. And hopefully that's going to end up going well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go roll our die, and we're going to find out just how screwed we're going to be in the next episode coming out later this week. So give me a second to get over to the die rolling window, and I'll overdub this in editing, and we'll be right back. All right, so here we are back again in our favorite online dice rolling software, except I guess I can't really call it my favorite. It's the first one I saw on Google. But last time we rolled a 1, so we're going to hit it again. All right, 2. Could have been worse. Let's head over and change everything in the game. All right, so with the game still paused, let's come over here and we're going to start changing all of these. As a reminder, the 2 roll means we're going to add 0.2 to the power of each of these. They're currently at 1.1. They will all become 1.3. This is really going to add up over time, especially when we have 8 or 9 of these things. I still don't know how many it is. We'll find out. Because now that I've started doing this, let's go clockwise around this time. There's none on this side, but there are 2 right here. Change those to 1.3. There we go. All right, and there's 1 way down here. So this would be number 6. This will be number 7. If I can click and drag right. And this will be number 8. And this one will be number 9. Alright, so that's all 9. Let's see if we can notice a change in the water level here. Yep, it did have a little bit of a bump. Alright, so now we're in cycle 3, day 1. Stuff is looking okay. Let's get these guys in here putting in work at the farm to harvest all the carrots. And we can have this guy start taking down some of these trees after I come out of development mode. There we go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and mark all of these for cutting. Just click and drag across this entire thing. That's fine right there. Looking all good to go. And then this whole area should already be marked, and it is. Alright, so I think we can safely call it for today. I don't want to get too far into this new cycle. I think I like the idea of keeping 1 cycle per episode, keep everybody in suspense. Will we survive? Will we not? We'll find out next time. But yeah, I think this is pretty good progress for today. Obviously, it's a whole lot of waiting at the beginning of the game when you can only do so much at one time. But getting up here was very, very crucial. Good first step, and now we can focus our efforts on getting metal, probably next time around once this is all taken care of. Slowly migrating some of our farming up here as well. And then going from there. But I'm going to try my best not to move the district center. We might start, if we can get enough wood, we might start building a levee around this island to try and keep the district center dry. Because I think it's good to stay in the original spirit of the challenge, not moving the district center, still occupying that island in some way. I just don't know. It's going to depend on how fast the water starts coming up, whether we end up doing an entire ring around this island, or if I just go every square right here, just as an emergency, please do not flood measure. We'll find out. But I think we're looking good. I do have some initial concern about this pool overflowing on the sides, because as this starts to get more powerful, this little, I guess this is technically 3, the game will see this as 3 wide, more or less. It's going to become too powerful for this little 3 wide hole, so we're going to want to open this probably as soon as we can get over here. But for now, that's probably not really that much of a concern. We'll have plenty of stuff to take care of next episode. So thanks again for being here and witnessing this complete abomination of a Timberborn challenge. Hopefully it's fun. I'm having a good time playing it. It's going to require some good thinking and a little bit of out-of-the-box approach versus just how can we hoard so much water in the previous things. Now it's how can we avoid as much water as possible. So again, hopefully you're enjoying. I do read every single comment, so if you have any comments, questions, concerns, just want to say hi or offer thoughts, please drop me a line down below. Again, I read every comment. I can't always respond, but I do read everything, and I really appreciate taking the time out of your day to watch the video and converse in the comments. It's always just so much fun. So, again, just thanks for being here, and we will see you in the next episode of this. Is probably going to be Thursday. We'll have another Ostrich tomorrow, and then Friday as well. I haven't decided when on the weekends I'm going to do this challenge. I guess that depends on if we survive the next episode on Thursday, whether we're going to have another Timberborn video on Saturday or Sunday or not. But yeah, that is all the time we got for this one. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Whatever you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.